Schrotter, De Gian Antonio and Arenas. They'll Ramirez, Corsi and Jake Dixon on row 7. Dixon and Hay on row 8. Buligat, Lopez or not, but I thought I was on some sort of classic Assen. This is we'll be back on top step of the podium here for a yellow flag infringement. So he was top 3 in qualifying.
MOTO2 here in Assen is underway. A good start off the line there from Remy Gardner in second place, and Aaron Canet is charging through from the second row as well. On the approach to turn 1 though, a massive crash on the exit there from Dalla Porta. Luckily no other Italian is out.
Huge.
Wow, that's massive.
That's him barrel rolling through the gravel trap and his motorcycle at turn 7.
Sam Lowe's has gone through to second ahead of Gardner. Raul Fernandez
were involved in that early skirmish on the exit of turn 5, powering out of the Struben.
Oh, I don't know where to look here. Gardner, Dixon, then can take his last lap penalty
Fernandez
now.
Off the circuit, Steve. Big mistake by Raul Fernandez. That's cost him a whole bunch of places. Did jump the start. Double long lap penalty coming for him. It looked like he jumped the start. I think he knew it straight away himself. He says it's very, very difficult to try and hunt him down, although he's wide coming through turns.
It's a nightmare for the Italtrans team.
It's a really good battle going on here between Agura and Canet. They've locked horned a few times in Moto3.
Good showing from Schrotter so far as well.
Likewise, Lowe's about a 10th faster than his teammate Augusto Fernandez. Now then, trying to recover those 2 races in that Qatar doubleheader. That time it was advantage Lowe's on both occasions. Fernandez attacking Agura, but he's in. Really classic scrap engaging here between Fernandez and Agura. Now then, has Fernandez finally kept the Japanese run?
He's having a look up the inside, the Elfmark VDS racing rider, but he's a bit deep and they're almost both off the track and on the grass. They're side by side. Lowe's
without a podium in a row for Augusto Fernandez, going all the way back to his famous last lap victory over De Gian Antonio in somewhat controversial circumstance. 37.670 rather. That was 4/10 quicker.
Lovely move there from Agura as he just found the
weekend as the number 37.
Rider's just struggling to stay in track limits there, a little bit further back. De Gian Antonio has got back through now on Agura.
He's having potentially to have a swoop on his teammate into the Gert Timmer chicane. We're riding on because on that last lap, Raul Fernandez was 3/10 quicker than Augusto Fernandez.
We might just have to stick to Raul and Augusto.
Yes.
We knew this was going to happen.
A 10th faster than Sam Lowe's at the front of this Grand Prix as well. So after all of his early drama, all of the early melees that Fernandez was finding himself too often on the gravel, unfortunately, so far this year, the Californian.
To turn 5, Remy Gardner with the fastest lap of the race, 37.10.
It's debut Moto2 season, he's in 12th spot. Is there anybody going to be close enough to make a move on the brakes into the final chicane? No, not on this lap. 5 or 6 bike lengths between on the tarmac. Yeah, Raul Fernandez said yesterday he had a meeting with KTM management last week where they were making it clear.
So Fernandez, his teammate Raul is just behind him. Long lap penalty coming further back for American racing team rider Marcos Ramirez.
Of course, you've both been done for shortcutting the final chicane. That means you get busted instantly with a long lap penalty. So then, will they return to winning ways here today, or will Gardner and Raul Fernandez, well, they will have a big part to play.
Here thinking about a move on Sam Lowe's through the fast right-handers now into turn 15. Such different statures. VDS machine in further back. It's friendly fire as well for the Red Bull KTM Iho riders as Raul goes through on Remy.
All chopping and changing in at the front.
The result today, but his lead would be cut by 3 points. Here's De Gian Antonio then, number 21. In 5th ahead of Bezzecchi and Agura, who again is well played.
Gave themselves a lot of work to do coming through the pack. Augusto Fernandez, head down in the groove. Another PB lap.
His name was actually linked with MotoGP a couple of years ago when he was on that brilliant run of form chasing Alex Marquez down, but then it all went horribly.
History and become Australia's first winner of 4 successive Grand Prix since 5 times MotoGP champion, 500cc world champion Mick Doohan did it in '99. Jake Fernandez is attacking Sam Lowe's on the brakes. He's been off the podium once so far in 2021, the Australian. That was back in the Grand Prix of Spain in Jerez. San Antonio. There's been mistakes have started to creep into his game as well.
7 flat from Raul, and they're already now almost 6/10 clear of Sam Lowe.
Gardner behind him was half a second faster, so Remy Gardner certainly not out of podium contention. The wind might be slipping away from him, but Fernandez, a big fan of this Assen circuit. He's only 2 wins in the Red Bull Rookies MotoGP Cup were right here. Done. He got Gardner there, he got Lowe's there, and now he's got Augusto Fernandez there as well. He's been absolutely awesome on the front end.
But he's got a lot of work still to do.
There's been a couple of times in Moto2 races this year where late on...
Smarter than Remy Gardner of late in Moto2.
He has been the master tactician, particularly in tyre management. So many strings
way through on Augusto Fernandez.
Well, on that previous lap then, Raul Fernandez was about 4/10 faster than his closest rival Lowe's.
Side the top 8.
That's kind of the story of his season. On the floor, didn't really look like he was doing too down towards the Struben. 4 to go. Sam Lowe's just about keeping his teammate Fernandez at arm's length. Likewise, Fernandez back to Gardner. Gardner
get too much drive onto the start-finish straight, so there's a change for second.
Yeah, Sam Lowe's sort of fighting hard now. He has a long look over his left shoulder and gets his... this circuit, in this temperature, with the worn tyres underneath him, to be firing in 36
moment to win this race here in Assen. He is such a star, Raul Fernandez.
What has Sam Lowe's got left in those? So Augusto Fernandez can perhaps just take the extra risk, throw a little bit more caution.
He is through. Remy Gardner then.
Yeah, he set that up beautifully. It was the perfect time to ride on board with him. He just carried the brilliant corner speed through turn 50 for himself, isn't it? Personal glory on the table as well as team glory.
In the background, Bezzecchi.
Mistake on lap 2 at turn 7 after that early tussle with Ayagura. He almost dropped out of the top 10. As we expected, ice running through his veins. He just
click on his left. Fantastic Fernandez. Raul wins it here in Assen from the World Championship leader, Remy Gardner, and Augusto Fernandez is on the...
Surely we're not going to see this man in Moto2 next year.
Please.
Surely he'll be in...